Hello, welcome to Z Explains BG. I am Z. We are playing a 13-point match on Backgammon Galaxy today. Casual time format. This is actually a US Backgammon Federation match with this guy Tigran. It's like it's from the there's like a tournament of champions that I'm playing in since I won my club championship season ago. This is round 3, I think. Round 2, I actually did record and put on YouTube. Another 13-point match. That was a pretty interesting match. So yeah, I'm just waiting for this guy to join, and we'll see how it goes. I'll try to explain my thinking a bit as we go along, and then maybe afterwards we can take a look at the computer analysis, win or lose. I did do 13 points casual. Yeah, I never played casual on Galaxy really, but it's helpful just in case one of us needs to take a little break, Yeah, so we should get started pretty soon, I would assume. 7 o'clock. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be on shortly. I think he's a decent. I mean, from his rating, I think it's like 2,200 or something. So he's a decent player, but I should have a reasonable edge. So that might come into play. I want to be conservative in like jacking up the cube, especially in positions where if there's not a lot of skill left in the game, like in a straight race or whatever. I might pass something that I think is a tiny take or not double something that I think is a tiny double. I try not to do that too much. Normally, I just mostly try to do what the computer would do, to the best of my ability. But I don't know. Comes up. Could come up once in a while. Also, you do want to. One thing where it does matter a lot is if there's a possibility of like an 8 cube floating around. You want to be like a little conservative. You want to keep the cube at like a manageable level. You don't want to get like unlucky in a game and like lose 8 or 16 in like a 13-point match. Get playing against a weaker player. So yeah. But like I said, I think people do overdo this stuff. Like they feel like they have like a big edge over their opponents, so they should be able to make something happen. Really, I don't think that's a good idea in backgammon. Generally speaking, I don't think that's a good idea in backgammon. I think in general, you should just try to do the right thing every time, and just let the luck sort of even out in the long run, and you'll do better. You should do better than your opponents. Let's see. Unless he got confused. I can't remember what his username is, but it wasn't any of the ones that joined me, I'm pretty sure. It's like Tab G or Tag. There he is. Tab G. Okay, good. All right, good match to my opponents. 5-2. He's gotten a good start. And he rolls 5-5. 6-2. I'm 13 to 5's a play. Could also just run all the way, maybe. Or, I don't know. 24 to 18, 13 to 11 is a play, too. That duplicates 6-4 all over the place. So that sort of looks like more the normal thing. 2-5. I don't think there's quite enough reason to hit off the ace here. Being against the stronger board. Usually the way I think about it is you need like a pretty strong argument to like put a checker down there. It doesn't look like there's a strong enough argument here. You should probably play 24 to 20, 16 to 13. It's not great being next to these stacks where I want to hit him with, but he's got the stronger board and he doesn't want to escape, so I probably would have played this slightly differently. His play's not too bad, though. Got to give up my anchor to hit. See if he hits or anchors. I would probably hit the stronger board. A little bit, sort of keeps me a little bit off balance while I have all these blots here. Okay, anchor is interesting. Um, yeah, that does look like the priority. It's a pretty gross place for a checker, but I like the builder on the 11. And 5-3 is blocked. There's only 4 shots. So a little hard to make progress. Although I can maybe just go behind him sometimes. Yeah, I'm not clear on this one. I guess I could do this. Disengage right away. Huh. All right. And this may be premature, but I'm gonna try this. Looks pretty. I got away with it. Problem is I can't really make a point and safety at the same time now. Ugh, this is getting gross. It's all 7s. Yeah, so maybe the 6-5 is wrong. Yeah. Well, it's 4 shots anyways. Keeps the 11 point. Dupes is 2s. Maybe there's enough reason to do this. This might be a little sloppy so far. All right, well, not leaving him anything here. This is a fly shot. There, it looks like I need a little bit more structure to cube him, or a big erase lead or something. 0 shots. That 2 5s block now. It clears the midpoint. Good builders. Doesn't overstack the 8s. Where's another idea? Huh. Maybe it's a good time to do this while he has a blot. Huh. Okay. Still looks a little tough to bring home with these open points still. All right, it looks like I'm overshooting here. Although I don't know, it's not like a huge pass because I still have the 4 point open. So probably there was never a cube until now. Like, I don't know, is that definitely I mean, I would probably pass, but I don't know, is that definitely a pass? Okay, 4-6-4 looks okay. 6-5 looks okay. Maybe I want to be back there since I'm down in the race so much. Not tremendously, but this looks okay. Six. He runs. I hit him with 9s and 2s. 2. Dances here might have something. Well, if he plays this reasonably, it doesn't look like anything. All right, now I got to cube him. No, I'm not sure what this is. Which means it's a good double. You don't know if your opponent should take. You should be doubling. Except, I mean, it's called, it's a good rule of thumb. I mean, it's almost always a good idea, except maybe when nearing the end of the match, when you're killing or semi-killing your gammons by doubling. Maybe you don't do it then, but, early in a match, You don't know whether your opponent has a take or not. Very likely it's good enough to double. And even if it's not, he might make a mistake, you know. I'm not sure between this, double shot out here, this, bad distribution. I'm up in the race so much. Maybe I'll take a little racing approach. Oh, I've gotten smushed no matter what. All right, don't dance, dummy. Enter. All right, I think I can take this anyways. I believe he should cube. It doesn't look that threatening. I guess I should be a little cautious due to the score, but like I said, it wasn't that threatening. All right. I don't want to get blown away here. This looks okay. He's probably good at 3, I guess. There's other plays where he makes the 8 point though. Okay. Well, it kind of looks like one of them to me. And that's either 2, 3, 4. Good board. Better block here. That's very Swiss cheesy. Takes pressure off the outfield. All right, we'll try this. A little bigger sets. No. Oh, unless I'm supposed to run here. Oh, I could get gammoned. I'm up in the race, though. This seems to win the most. So a little hard for him to attack. Do this. He does something. It's a little hard to play next turn. All right, maybe I'll bite the bullet now. Well, he's going to hit me on the deuce, which I think he's going to. Oh, maybe this was too risky. Shoot. I was seduced by the fact that I'm winning the race there. So I sort of a real winning game plan to start running. But it's pretty dangerous, and I'm getting gammoned a lot. It just might get harder though, you know. All right, maybe I can anchor. And he's going to leave me the double ones? No. Sure, there's some way to get 4 builders for the 1. The guy's here and here. And here. Oh no, that looks good. Although if he rolls double 6s, it's going to be a double shot. So maybe there's enough reason not to do this, but I don't know if anything else was really avoided it. Yeah, maybe nothing. Maybe no reasonable play. They got 4 builders for the ace point could avoid that. Ooh, 5! I did it. Ooh, how can I win this? Okay, keeps it board, good. Oh, I'd love to pull this one from the fire somehow. All right, he should run all the way. I think that's the smaller concession. Yeah, the board could come back and bite him, and he's further away from home. Wonder about this. Sliding the 4 is possible there too. This is too much, maybe. Four? Oh, I got him. Wow. All right, is this even a take? It's pretty easy to close out at least one of these guys. All right, if it's not a take, I point on him. That should be a pass. And me, it's a little. I should be quite leery about cubing to 4 at the score. So So pretty unclear from both sides. But I think it possibly is passing. And maybe it should pass, but I don't know. Okay. Good pressure double anyways. I was so lucky. Ooh. I think you should make the 15 maybe. And then I should split. He's up in the race, you know. Can't make an interboard point without giving up his 8 points, so seems like 15 squares is a lot going for. Yeah, it's a good play. I could remake my, I was thinking about remaking my 8, but it's double shot out there. Anything else? Could enter here and then play 13 to 11. Could hit him off the ace. Let's try this. To be least exposed anyways. I spoke too soon. Oh, what is this now? That's a good double. Got 9 in the zone. Got my 4-point made, although I don't like these blots in the outfield for sure. And he's escaped a guy. I should just let this go at the score. Maybe it's pretty cowardly, but I don't know what it was for. Good take. I'd probably take for money. There's 4 points. 4 points would have worth a lot there. Okie dokie. That looks pretty reasonable. Some 5 duplication. This does a lot. Assume he's making his 4 in some fashion, then safety and guy in the outfield. And then picking one more. I'll cube the dances here, probably not. Or maybe. Not doubling this. Not doubling this. Going to be doubling this probably, yes. This is pretty powerful. I hope he takes. He does have some compensation over here, but I don't know. This this looks pretty gammonish on this side of the board. Maybe if I was like back, back on the 2 or 1 points instead of the 5-point here. Okay, yeah, good pass, I think. Okay, should not make the 23, so this looks pretty good. Yeah, but 23 is too stodgy there. You want to do that if you're under attack, but I didn't have much of a threat there. Ooh. They both look good. All right, if he can find an attack here, go for it. Just makes the 3, I think. My board's too strong to do anything else. 6-5, good. 2-2. I don't know. Probably 8-4 squared. Hope to hit next turn with the stronger board. I'm not really seeing another good option. All right, up 7, down 1, down 2, I mean. See if he runs off the anchor, okay. Ooh, ooh. All right, so he's up in the race enough. He's just completely disengaged, it looks like. Down 5, he's up 11. Yeah, and not enough argument for hanging back in some fashion. In fact, his timing. Even if the race was like, even if he was like down a little bit in the race, you probably would still do this because if you stay back here, the timing is going to be bad. You know, you're going to be, because you have the further back point, his 18 versus my 13. You might be like forced off the anchor at an inconvenient time. So what he did was absolutely correct, and I don't think it's that close, given that he's up 11 pips or whatever it was. All right, this looks okay. Could probably clear the mid there, although I am down in the race a little bit. Maybe I slow him. If he rolls like a few aces or something, maybe it slows him down a little bit. And nope, he should just disengage. He's going to be up 9. It looks a little funny, but not. It's obviously not a big error. Like, why not put a guy on your 5 instead of your 4 there? Yeah. Okay, now he puts one on the 5. Yeah. Oh, got very similar positions. Up 1. Down 8. Okay. And we could have a cubeless game here. All right, up 11. Okay, this is, well, it's double pass, I guess, even at the score. 7 pips. Yeah, it's just too much. Yeah, so rule of thumb, all things being equal, you should pass if you're down more than 12% of the leader's pip count, and here he's down a lot more than 12%. Score argues a little bit for taking, but not. It's like a couple pips away from a take or something in this very short race. So I'm thinking he wins like somewhere between 15 and 20%, maybe closer to 15. So yeah, this would be a pretty bad take, I think. So am I looking at this right? 7 pips. Yeah. Like 5 pips. 5 pips would still be over 12%, I think. So it's like more than 2 pips away from, say, a money take. So it's a little hard. You can't really justify taking at the score. Even if you're up against like a stronger player. But he seems to be playing. He seems to be playing pretty well. Okay, good pass. 7 away, 12 away. Okay. I am not used to these long matches, to say the least. But I do know I should be quite conservative, especially in gammonish positions, especially with a recube. Especially with a recube. Non-gammonish positions, cube in the middle, you know. Should be a little conservative, but I'm not that much. Like in a straight race, say, cube in the middle. Don't know. Don't know. Anchoring doesn't seem right. I want to remain fluid back there. I am up in the race. I can make the 9, but it doesn't feel good to give up the midpoint. I should just try to sort of disengage a little bit. This 6-1, is that a play? Yeah, I don't know, ma'am. Come in, he hits something anyways. Maybe I should try this. Blitz could happen. I don't know. This looks weird. Ooh, blitz is gonna happen. Oh, now what? Well, it seems like a pretty big money pass, anyways. So maybe I can justify cubing even at the score, unless it's like too good. Doesn't seem like it's too good. Well, it could be. Maybe, yeah, maybe it is. Huh. This board is so bad. So I point on him. I don't point on him. Maybe I can cue him later. All right, I'm going to try playing on here. Looks a little dicey, though. Only a 3-point board. Ooh, not good enough. All right, back to too good, maybe. I got 3 men back now. Still very gammonish. Huh. All right, I'm going to try spinning and see what happens. Possibly still too good. It's a little thin over here, though, you know. Maybe he takes. But I don't know. I mean, one thing you can ask yourself is when deciding whether to take a gammonish position like that, you can ask yourself, are you sure that you don't lose over 50% gammons? And if you're not 100% sure, then no way it's a take. And there, who knows? Maybe he doesn't. I try to escape this last guy. Get missed. Good. 6 away, 12 away. Jeez. Yeah, cube action in that game, a little tricky. All right, well, I could do this. Have to leave a shot somewhere. So might as well try it. That didn't work. Oh no! Don't cube me, please. Yeah, again, might take for money, but I don't know, it's 4 at the score. Guess I could have considered hitting twice with that 4-3. I did briefly, but I don't know. I wanted to sort of upgrade to the 4-point. Let's try the money play. Sort of more of an argument to sort of make an anchor at this, at this lopsided score. Yeah, maybe even the 20 points. But the money plays to do what I did. It's just I got to be careful about upping the gammons, Because the cube becomes more useful for the opponent, less useful for me. All right, 5-1. Splitting isn't too dangerous. You could try this. Okay, so he does something good on the home front. This looks okay. Keeps a distraction out there. Can't make a point and hit me usually at the same time. Okay. Let's see what he does here. Probably 18 squared, 7 squared. Just hope to get missed by a 2 and then might have a cube. All right, well, I guess I'm taking this. Pretty good cube because he's sort of up in the race, got a better position, good threats. But I don't know. looks like he has enough. Looks like he has enough problems here. Oh, this is a pretty good roll. Ooh, that's what I wanted. One, two, three, four. Wonder if he's going to go maximum build power by leaving a checker on his 9. It's not like super important to make a 6 prime. Although it is kind of important to fill in the 3. So I don't know. Might be worth the 2 shots. Okay, yeah, leaves it. I guess I got to try this. I'm down in the race, so I'm not totally sure about this. But it seems like it's still a good thing to be at the edge of the prime. Putting direct pressure on this blot for a turn. Maybe. And see, the thing is, I pop with a 6 now, and it's like I'm still down in the race. He might hit me. But if he doesn't hit me and I pop with a 6, it's not that good. And that was like a great sequence. So could have been that 24 to 22 wasn't the right idea. Well, let's see what he does here. Hit or spread the builders out. Let's see, hitting and wins more gammon, sort of gins the game when it works. It is a lot of shots though. And he's up in the race still. So maybe it's not necessary to hit, but I'm not clear. Let's see, he hits me, I hit back. I still got a lot of work to do. Huh. And it does win more gammons for sure. Maybe it doesn't do that. I mean, it wins more gammons. Doesn't do that badly for the win. So maybe he should have done it. Like is it like 100% clear? It doesn't win as much as like this. Seems 100% clear that it wins more gammons, you know? Or this. What's going on? This maybe. He hits a hit back. I don't know. Ooh, he's got the 6 prime. Oh, don't get gammoned. Okay, well, if I can enter hit and then form some sort of counter prime. Oh no. Oh, what a disaster. All right, so it's definitely making the 2 here. And then, 8 to 3, 11 to 6 gets great builders for the 1, although I guess he's leaving 1-1 in that case. So I guess he's thinking about whether to leave the 1-1 or not for an extra builder. Yeah, I'm not clear. Okay, doesn't leave it. All right, should help save the gammon anyways. Well, I got 3 pips closer to home there. Oh, 5-5, little awkward. It's not a direct. If he plays it correctly, but I got 6-2. I think I've seen people like leave a direct here. Like then they get confused. You know, they think they have to bring everything in. In fact, it's possible I've done that. or something similar anyways. Okay, let's save this thing. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, I guess. Not wasting any pips yet. Seems weird to have 3 guys on the 11 though. So I want the crossover. Well, this leaves me with an even number of crossovers to bear a guy off. This may be better on certain aces. Huh. I assume this is right. It's not, it doesn't look like it's this. Okay, good. Yeah, that would have missed the other way. You can figure that out, but I felt fairly confident. Like you figured it out by going through all the numbers, but I felt like pretty confident there. Alrighty, so 6 away, 9 away. Interesting. Oh, could do this. Actually, this duplicates as 1s and 3s. 1s and 3s hit, and also the numbers that make the 5 point. So maybe that's good. And I only got 4 checkers on my mid. If I had 5 checkers there, I probably would tend to play 13 to 7. Ooh, it's real kind of a dud. Safety this and play 24 to 20, I guess. He's up in the race, so he wants to try to escape the last guy. Doesn't look like there's a great hit. He was reluctant to there's another play earlier in the match where he was reluctant to play that. So okay, no, he finds it. Should be right. Hope I didn't overlook anything there. Makes the 3. Enters, puts an 11 point together. He runs. I provoke a little extra contact. He doesn't double, okay. Yeah, that's good, no double, I think. Even at the score. He's got too much work to do to bring this home. I think he should play 13 to 9. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Yeah, this is a good play. It wasn't on my radar screen for some reason. I can double this. Although I think I am taking. Oh, it is a little scary at the score. Okay, so I got to put this together, and then I don't know whether to leave blots or do this. There might be some hitting coming up, so let's keep that. Let's keep the block count down a little bit. Yeah, I think at the score anyways. I think there's enough going on to send it there. He's because he's gonna hit and then lose his market on the bad numbers here. Although here I'm not sure what this is. Right, he hasn't covered yet. So when he does cover, it seems like a pretty solid pass. Although, I still got my chances there. He doesn't cover, or he covers with like a 2-1, where I get a shot at him. Seems like it's still takeable. Huh. My board's a little bit messy though. I don't lose many gammons. So he's up 21 pips. Huh. 2s, 4s, and 9s. Seems like I still win this a lot. My gut says I should pass this though. Covers. All right, I don't know. My brain says to take. Yeah, like this. Okay, so this isn't a great cover number. Well, I think he should. They think he should cover with the 2 and bring down the 6. Actually, he has to. Actually, he has to bring down the 6. So it's not really a choice here. Yeah. All right. Should have passed. Yeah, it's like a take for money, pass at the score type of thing. Okie dokie. Yeah, another one with getting this closer to home, leaving no shots, make the 11. I think maybe he's thinking about spreading out the builders, but it looks maybe more important to get these guys closer to home. Yeah, so exactly this. All right, might probably getting 2 shots here. It's a good time to leave it while I have the blot. And he does before he messes up his front position too much. So I don't know whether he's going like 11 to 4, 11 to 6, 11 to 9. I guess closer to home. Wrong 7, dummy. Oh, boy. Shoot. Oh, crap. He's going to try to gammon me, maybe. Still wondering about my take. All right, the safest is probably to play 6 to 1, 6 to 3, but my board's so crunchy, and it's not that much more dangerous to bear a checker off and then play 6 to 3. That I think it should do that. Keeps the 4th checker off the ace point. You know, win slightly more gammons. Probably doesn't do that badly for the win. It's probably very similar on the wins. Well, it's got a number of blot numbers here. It's not this one. Twice, dare me to stay. Yep, that can't do it. Oh, this match is close now. 6 away, 7 away. Shoot. Oh boy. So it's kind of like 1-0 and a 7. Nothing wrong with this. Could hit him, I guess. And why don't we lock up the best point on the board, though? I think you maybe should make the anchor. I mean, doesn't love leaving the guy on, doesn't like leaving the 2 shot, but I got to give him an anchor to hit it. So Yeah, it seems like a good play. You can even like leave it here now. Again, duplicates twos, you know. So you just placed like 13 to 8. Nice distribution, sort of best structure. Okay, you know what? Nothing wrong with that. Don't really want to leave him too much, I guess. Gives up the outfield structure. Oh, this is better distribution. Huh? I'll try this. It's cracking a little bit. This looks okay. Certain one is going to be quite dangerous for him to hit, so let's lock up the board. Like, I don't know, is he really hitting with 1-2 there? I don't think so. All right, I guess. No, he's hitting with a lot of his threes, I guess. But it's long term. This doesn't look like it's going to work out to be good structure. So I'm not sure about this, but I'm gonna try this. Okay. Six, 4. Okay, he's probably gonna leave me 2 blots, so maybe I should be running here with a lot of stuff. You can play 13 to 3, I guess. Just leave 1 blot. Let's see what he does. Yeah. So he puts this together, and then it's going to be like a little hard to run later. So even though he has some decent attack numbers here, maybe this is a good time to do it. Good, man, I have boredom, getting a little disconnected. Timing could go against me. Maybe there's enough reason to do this. If I only had like a 3-point board or something, you probably don't do this. Upside's a little limited, right? Because I'm not up in the race by that much. Okay, he's having trouble. This is not a shot, though. If I get a shot, I'll consider cubing him. Or if like he gets like horribly crunched down while my board stays together. But like something like this I don't think it's enough. I assume he's just making the 2-point heavy. Or possibly picking up the blood in his 4. But I think he should maybe keep that there, and you know, he can possibly turn that into a 5-point board later. Yes, I think that's a good play. All right, let's cause him some further issues back there. Make it hard for him to play. Oh, well, not clear what he's supposed to do. He points on me. He probably does he get to cash the dances? Probably. He kind of loses the hit, so he's kind of like a 25 to 11 favorite if he points on me. If he races, he's only up 12. Maybe he's more of a favorite if he points on me. So there's a cubeful argument, I think, for maybe pointing on me. Like, point dance, maybe he gets like a fairly decent cube in. If he points on me and I hit him, doesn't look like I'm often getting a cube in. Like, maybe I'm going to be too good or something. Interesting. Ooh, 5-1. Crap. Gross. I don't want to completely trash my board. Though he is happy to hit with most of his ones. Shit. shoot. All right, he's up 6. I guess I'm taking. I would take on the race, and it's not clear who contact favors. I think I should probably cube this, though. I mean, he's down in the match a little bit. There's probably a good argument for that. And he's going to, like, actually, he's going to be too good sometimes next roll. You know, some sort of hit dance sequence. You know, hit cover dance. So I think maybe both players have reasons to be optimistic here. Backgammon, I always say backgammon is a game for optimists, you know, especially when thinking about the doubling decisions. But in general, like, you want to do things you want to do things that have a reasonable chance to work out. And when they do work out, they accomplish something good. And that's true for both, I'd say, checker plays and cube actions. And so if you think in those terms, like, it's clearly winning. He's got some crushing sequences here. Seems like it should be a pretty good double. And the match score is a little bit of a factor too. So even if this isn't quite a double for money, it could be a double at the score. In fact, I don't want to take an all right, what is this? All right, well, let's say I just run. Seems like a clear pass based on the race. So maybe he won't double me again. I'm sure he's queuing this, but yeah, I don't know. Doesn't seem like a take. Let's see. He's just got 6-1, 6-2 for immediate blotters, and he's got some decent hits, anyways. All right, I'll let this go. 6 away now. Huh. I've actually seen this before. I learned this play like a really long time ago. The idea is, like, you want to play to your strengths in the opening, and I'm like crazy out primed because I got the low point in my board made, and he's got this great prime foreman. So even though I got to forgo making my 4 point, it's like really important to sort of counteract his prime by splitting. It's not like a huge deal, but computer definitely likes what I did. 3-1, you make the 5, but 4-2, you split. Okay, yeah, that looks good. I don't know what to do here. And then the last one's bad. Need to give him good 3s. Some of them are duplicated with the 8 point making numbers though. So this is safer. Has the 9, keeps the 9 point. Although this keeps the 8 point. I don't really want to do this, do I? Get some good 3s. 3, 2, 3, 5 are duplicated. Or if he misses, my 2s and 4s become good. Yeah, I'm not sure about this, but I'm actually gonna try this and take if he cubes. Ooh, he's gonna switch on me. Given that I have this blot here, I think he should try this sort of blitzing plan where he hits both of these checkers by essentially making the 2 point. Unfortunately, yeah. I mean, he probably would have found it anyways. But I was gonna say, like, unfortunately for me, there's no like decent build play that could distract him from doing this blitzy play. All right, I guess I'm taking this. Should probably be a little cautious due to the score, but I guess that's good structure here. His blitz looks a little thin. Oh, I hate the fact that this blots here, obviously. I think this should go, I think this should go double take, though. Maybe the double's more the question, but 6 away, 6 away. I think you have good reason to try to win 2 or 4. You win 2, you get to like this comfortable 4-away score. Although if I enter decently here, he's gonna take. Although it looks like I'm blowing him away. Okay, this is too good. Not. So I got good 5s and 6s. If I don't roll 1, I'm still looking pretty good. All right, I'm gonna say this is too good. This could be right, actually. Well, nothing wrong with this, though. 1. It's good diversification in the outfield. The 1-1-3-3 still hits. I wonder. Big upside, you know, and it's a good builder for the 1. He rolls a 3. I'm a little bit out of steam, though. All right, I was going to do the normal thing. And it would have worked. Something like this. Double 5s makes the 3. Double 4 still makes the 1. All right, I think it's still too good. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, 1, 2. Oh no, this works. Yeah, it took me a sec to see that. All right, 3. If I roll 3-3, I'm cracking pretty badly. So he's got 1-1-1-5. Actually, 5-5. Yeah, maybe it's worth cracking. Avoid the shots and avoid kind of a bad 5-5. Oh, there it is. With this. Oh, 5-5 is safe here and here. I don't know. Maybe get some builders. This looks a little suspicious. Okay, this doesn't look right. Seems like this should be safer. Like I think he wants, maybe he should be concentrating on making the 4 points. So with the 2-2, there's probably, I mean, he made it anyways, but 2-2, there's probably a way to get a bunch of builders for the 4. 1, 2. Our safest is probably this. Oh, there's a few blot numbers on the next roll. All right, I'm going to try this. Keeps the block longer. Get some checkers off. All right, this is looking a little suspicious. I don't like the 4-4 as a shot. It's just 6-5. This for this. Yeah, the other way is a couple double blot numbers, 5, 4, 6, 4. So even though I don't like having a bunch of guys on the 2, maybe this was the least evil. And don't know. Should he try to save the gammon here, or should he try to build up his board? Looks like it's pretty tough to save the gammon. So yeah, so he goes with it. Now he can sort of play efficiently for the gammon save. Now that he has his board all together. Ooh, okay, it's probably this. This doesn't seem right. Get away with this. It's like a lot harder to bring this home. All right, there's no safe play, right? Yeah. Okay, miss piece. Ooh. Well, not doing too. He's a favorite here, I think. I only got 7 off, but not a big favorite, especially since I could enter an escape somehow. If he gets like if I wrote like a 1-2 there or something, maybe you could actually cube that. But here I don't think he's a big enough favorite, despite the risk of me exposing another blot at some point. Yeah, so if you have 8 off and you don't have any gaps in your board, game's about even, given that if he has a closed board and good spares. So 7 off, I'm like something of an underdog, but not a huge underdog. The only fly in the ointment is I have this gap here, right? Slows down the race, and I might expose another checker with 1-2 right away, or later on with some stuff, you know. But I think if I roll 1-2, I think I should cube that. And I'm not sure offhand if it's a take or a pass. Although maybe I should actually pass at the score. 1-6, save me. 1-2. All right, he's gonna cube this now, isn't he? Because he thought about it before. I mean, one problem is even when he misses, he might get multiple shots at that guy. Like he misses with a 6-2, and then he like hits me again. But yeah, I don't know. I really don't know whether this is a take or not. Like I'm an underdog on his 25 misses. I'm an underdog on his 25 misses. Not a huge underdog, though. So I guess maybe I do win the requisite 9 games, although I should be a little cautious due to the score. All right, maybe this is a take. 6. No 3, 5-5. So he gets to, I mean, he could close me out, but he gets to like get another shot at this guy. Another shot being some chance to, hit me loose. I hit him back. He's got another chance to hit it, which I think it's worth it and worth closing me out. I mean, it's a little hard to see how I'm going to escape and win this. It's possible. Huh. If I had like another couple guys off, yeah, he would definitely go the other way. As it stands, I'm not totally sure, but I probably would have tried for the checker. But he's he's a favorite here, so he started taking his favoritehood. All right, enter big. I think he should just play safely. He's got 12 crossovers. I've got 12. I got 12 crossovers also. Yeah, so he's up in the race enough that I think he should just play safely. Even though I have the blot, which maybe argues for like bearing a checker off and playing 6-2 or something. Yeah, so I think this was a good play. All right, it looks like I'm still an underdog here, maybe. So I come here, he takes 2 off. Yeah. Miss. He did miss. And if I just rolled well last turn. Oh, that's a good roll. Oh, that's a great roll. Shoot. Oh, I'm dead. Yeah, I was going to cube him almost. I'm losing. All right, 4 away, 6 away. So I do have to be, even though I'm losing the match, I do have to be a little careful about taking Gaminish cubes because he's seen his 4 points to win the match. And he needs to be careful about taking Gaminish cubes also. And I don't think he needs to be careful about taking non-Gaminish cubes. Well, maybe he does a little bit. Yeah, he does a little bit. All right, so maybe 13-3. All sorts of plays. You can run all the way. You can make the 2. 13-3 seems like it sort of does a lot, though. Ooh, 3-3. This doesn't do enough. He's got the blood in the outfield, so maybe I should give him a little tap here. Can probably cube the dances. Oh, that's a very easy take. Another idea is just to switch on him. This is a plan. I don't know. Yeah, I'll try this, given he has a blot in the outfield. This is definitely pretty anti-positional, though. All right, I don't know if I can cue this. He got a nice 5-point made. So I got 9 in the zone. Got this blot in the outfield and down in the match. I am split, which is nice. All right, I'm gonna spin it. It's sort of hard for him to recube me. I think this is a very easy take, though, given that he has his 5-point made, even at the score. But he needs to be, like, part of the reason why I'm doubling is because he needs to be very cautious about redoubling me. In other words, he's not getting a lot of value from owning the cube here. But hope he passes. 9 in the zone. I was really thinking about it. It's possible this is strong enough. It's possible this is stronger than I'm giving it credit for. I don't know. I mean, with this awesome 5-point made, it just doesn't look that threatening to me. Especially since my board's a little cheesy. You know, if I had done the other play, maybe it'd be a lot stronger. And maybe that was a reason to do the other play where I hit loose instead. All right, this is working. Maybe I can't make a point. I can get all these builders, really go for the gammon maybe. Sort of separates the forces, though. All right, let's really press all of this. Okay, I got all the builders. Wonder if I need to hit them loose here. If we're going the 5-point to do this, I don't know. He's got a decent game if he rolls a 4 anyways. And then I can play a productive ace. He hits me. I'm out of steam mostly. Okay, because it's the 5-point, I'm going to do this. Hope he dances. All right, splits could continue. It's probably popping out to here. Seems like it's least in harm's way. Yeah, good play. But I actually can't hit with this. Nice. 5, 4, 3. What is this? I dupes my 5s on the dances. This gets another cover for the ace. Am I missing anything? Oh, I could do something like this. I don't know. Okay. 6, 3, 6, 6. This looks like there's too many good double hits out there. I feel like I've watched this somewhere. reasonable to make the 9, I would say. I can hit him with 1s, 7s, double 2s, and 9s. And I will avail myself of that option with all of those. I don't see anything else really other than making the 9. Still forms a decent block. Well, maybe he's thinking a little bit about 13 to 5. Or is he thinking about hitting me, switching 5 to 1, so I don't attack him? I think that's too much. I mean, what a gross position. Like, how does he win from there, you know? It's kind of a creative idea, but I think it's too destructive on the home front. So I would just make the 9. Hope to survive the onslaught. Like, I didn't even see 5 to 1 squared at first. And certainly you don't want to leave another blot anywhere. Oh, he goes for it. Oh, it works. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I would not do that. It'd be interesting to see what the computer says about this. It's just like, I don't know. It seems like how do you win from here? And like you're still gonna get hit at some point, especially since you can't really. It's like hard to come home now, you know. So it's a creative idea. It's just I don't think it quite works. It's a good play to see. I mean, in other situations, it'd be exactly the right idea. All right, so double 3s cracks badly. Double 2s doesn't crack here. Double 6 looks like a blood either way. All right, so I do kind of need to win a gammon here. Let's see, he's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 17. So the gammon is looking pretty good. So I want to play mostly as safely as possible. So I think this is a little safer than the alternative there. Like it's often good to come in with your 6-point stripped and spares on the 5 and 4 if you have no low blot numbers. All right, just getting a little dicey. Now this is 6 blotters. This is only 2 immediates. Gets 2 checkers off. Yeah, 6-2 is the only blot number here. So you got that 2 blot numbers because non-doubles happen 2 out of 36, and doubles happen 1 out of 36. Like a specific non-double like 6-2 happens 2 out of 36. Specific double like 6-6 happens 1 out of 36. Alrighty, good. Bring it home to gammon. All right, so very likely it's going to be 2-away, 4-away. Seen this score before. Two, good. Okay, so yeah, 11 and 9, 2-away, 4. So I got to be super duper careful about taking a gammonish cube, and he needs to be very, very aggressive about doubling when there's like any gammon chance at all. Like you don't double this, but and also I need to play a little conservatively with the checkers, and he should play very gammonishy with the checkers. So definitely right. Yeah, this is real. This is a real error at the score. Like he should be like building up a gammonish position and offering me a quick cube. So making the offensive 5 point there was a lot better than making the defensive 5. Scores reversed, you go with his play. But you want to up the gammons. You up the gammons for both sides. You make the cube more useful for the trailer and less useful for the leader. All right, so what's he doing here? Making the 4 and the 9 or 4 and 2. Okay, that makes the 5. Yeah, this is probably you probably want 2 points instead of 1. I mean, that's a simplistic way to do it, to talk about it, but it sort of has a it's sort of what's going on there. Like, okay, 5 points is the best available point, but I think you'd rather have the 4 point plus some other big asset than have the 5 point. Okay. Oh, save me. Like almost like a bad roll there. He has a pretty strong cube, even though it doesn't look like that much. It'd be kind of a scary take. And then I gotta be even in. So I do have to be a little caught. He's obviously I double him to 2. He's just going to double him right back to 4. So his take point I think is like 18 or 19%. So I need to be I need to be careful about cubing him. A little cautious. It's like 18. I happen to know the XG number. It's 18.6. Oh, I do not want to leave a shot here. So this looks pretty good. Sort of more flexible, but more gappy in the outfield. What's he going to do? Probably just make the board. Not give me any decent hits for a turn. I may have to make some sort of big concession if he just locks up the board. So it doesn't seem like a good time to like leave a blot here. Given that I'm like right at the end of my rope. Yeah, so that's a good play. 6-2. Okay, only safe play it looks like. 4. Oh, he blocked him. He's crunching. Ooh, nice. Oh, can I cube this? Let's see what it looks like. I'm only up 3 pips, but I got my small numbers sort of do great stuff. So it seems like a pretty strong money cube. Not too sure about the score though. I do win a few gammons, which maybe argues against doubling. Don't have any immediate blotters, although I might hit him loose with some stuff. Maybe that sort of argues for cubing because I'm going to lose my market if I like hit dance sequence. Huh. So you got 6, 7, 8, 9 pointers, plus a few more pick and passes. Sort of a favorite on the. So 9. There's 27 other numbers. I'm still a favorite on those. Pretty big favorite. I don't know. I'm going to blow past him if I make that point. Blow past my market. I'm up. Okay. All right. Let's put it all on the line. This seems like it double seems questionable to me actually. At the score, anyways. Like it might be a money take, which means maybe I shouldn't be queuing at the score. You know, but maybe he passes. Little bluff. Yeah, I actually sort of regret double. Okay, no, he did pass. Yeah, I could be off, but it seems like it's arguably a take for money. Arguably. So, given that his take point is quite low. Seems like he should take that. Okay, anyways, he's 4 away, so I do have to worry about being gammon at the score. That should hit me here. Keep me from doing stuff on my side of the board because I'm so flexible here. Okay, looks good. Looks good, although he can hit me, which he should. Dance? Dance make it interesting? Okay, I guess I'm doing this. Yeah, it just doesn't, it looks like he's hitting and then I don't have that much. Similar stuff here. Although on the other hand, I do this, he starts making that prime. It's not looking that good. It's a little hard for him to fill in both points though. Oh, he has to do it. He should, I believe. Maybe I can fill in one of these points. Or roll double fives, double six. I assume he's making both points. Okay, good. This looks okay at least. Sort of connected here. Oh, he got me. Oh, he gets the split too. 1-4. Don't want to leave a shot in the outfield. 6-1. Oh yeah, maybe we should pop out with the 6 so I can't attack him here. Play 15 and 5 maybe. The 1s and 2s are if he stays back, then my 1s and 2s are a little duplicated because they do good stuff over here. Let's see what he comes up with. Yeah, I think I would pop out. My midpoint is stripped, so maybe that argues for leaving a blot in the outfield there. Okay, I got another chance to do it. Now the midpoint's not stripped, right? So now I get to hit with a 3 and keep my midpoint if he pops out with a 6 and plays 5-4. On the other hand, the 6 doesn't really play great elsewhere. Okay, got something resembling a game here. 1, 2. Should probably kind of make a bid for a second anchor. You know, leave checkers. Well, maybe not. I was going to say leave checkers on this 24 and 22 points. But that does give me sort of a lot of good hit options back there. Okay, so he does it. Yeah. Interesting. Okay, make the ace. Can't do it, boss. You guys just don't move for some reason. Yes. This might be a tough point to get off of, you know? So maybe this? Unless there's some like weird switchy play. Okay. Guess. Oh, I'm getting away with murder here. All right, I got to hit him in some fashion so he doesn't get this 1-4 game. So it's either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points probably staying open here. It's not a huge problem, but it's a pretty big one. So here's another idea. 1, 2, 3, 4. So he rolls an ace. Still a tough game for him because that guy's like really stuck. He doesn't roll an ace. I'm really happy with this play. Or there's also this. All right, I think maybe this. Oh, I was gonna say this is the least evil, but uh-oh. Maybe. I just thinking maybe I should have considered not hitting there. Huh. That might have been worth a look actually, because the builders end up in a good place. Yeah, I didn't really consider it. I like jumped at at the idea that okay, I need to deny him the second anchor. But it didn't play good. Yeah. I probably botched that. All right, well, somehow this looks right. All right, getting lucky. Getting lucky. Yeah, maybe it didn't play this match that well. Expecting like, I'm gonna say it's like 4. I'm gonna say I played in the 4s. I mean, I'm sort of counting my chickens a little bit, but it's looking pretty good anyway. So he did win that. He did win that ace-point game earlier. And this looks fine. Oh, the double 5s is a blot number. I don't think there's anything I can really do about it though. Doesn't look right to clear the 6. Okay, keeps his board together. Should be safest. Clear the top point. 0 blot numbers is nice. All right, I think I'm supposed to strip this down right away so I can clear it next turn, even though it's slightly more blot numbers than bearing a checker off the 2. Oh, damn it. Oh, no. Ah. Ace? Gotta roll an ace? All right, at least I'm off the gammon. Oop, actually, I'm gonna take a quick break while he finishes me off here. Okie dokie. All right, how are we doing? We're losing by a good margin. I don't think I want to waste 3 pips just to fill in the ace point. I'm not clear on this. If it was just like a 1 or something, I'd obviously fill in the ace point. Okay, now this worked out. Maybe the play's transposed there. All right, I'm gonna need to set. It looks like. Oh, I did. Oh my goodness. And he could miss. Alrighty, interesting. 2 ways to do it. Okay, did it. That is exciting. All right, so 10 to 12. Okay, so post Crawford. So he needs an odd number of points to win the match. So I must take everything. He can wait if he wants, but I know how to handle the cube at this score, so no point. I mean, some people do it and hope to get a bad pass later. They wait here. But I don't do that against players who know what they're doing. So I don't want to forget about the cube and miss a bunch of cubes, you know. 2, 3, 4. Okie dokie. 62. What is this? Make the 7, I guess. Oops. Can also hit him off the ace, but it doesn't look like a good plan at the score, anyways. I don't know. I guess well, maybe. He's got this blot in his board. Huh. So what am I doing here? I do this. He enters somewhere. I got decent structure. Hoping to sort of attack later. Huh. I'm a little leery due to the score, though. You know, hitting wins more gammons when I can't use a gammon. Yeah, hitting wouldn't have worked. This is pretty good anyways. I did see I could actually run out to the midpoint also, but it didn't look that important to get that guy going. Or this takes away a few shots anyways. Building power is not that much worse here. So I'm going to do this. All right, you can kind of do anything here, given the score. Like, it wouldn't be bad to like put checkers on the 7 and the 10 points, for instance. But then the 7 and 5 is okay too. Wish I had a spare in the 4. Okay, he's locking that up. Good. Good. Okay, got him blocked. There's like a little bug hanging in front of my screen. It looks like it makes the 5, but it doesn't. All right, if I run, he's sort of attacking with a vengeance. So I guess I'm doing this. It's pretty good. I'm pretty good on the misses usually. All right, getting away with it. I got 1s and 2s to make this. 3, 4, 5, 3 will make the 2. So I got a lot of good numbers here. Nice. All right, let's see what he does here. I guess he's hitting on the 10 and plays 2 to 1. Hope to escape later. I could crack too. You know, I roll a immediate 4-4 or something. I gotta break my prime. Or 3-3 even will crack. So I'm thinking 13 to 10, 2 to 1 is perfectly fine. So he's got, you know, he can make me crack, or, you know, if I dance for a while, maybe he can barrel out of there. Or maybe even like roll his prime forward a little bit and then give me more cracking numbers later. I mean, I see what he's thinking, right? He wants to like counter prime. So he's reluctant to make his ace point. All right, I guess I'm doing this, right? Begrudgingly makes the 6 prime. Okay. Yeah, maybe hit loose. Seems like a play, like something like, I don't know, 10 to 9, 8 to 6, 5 to 4 star, push me back. Maybe I anchor on the 2 and like there's all this counter prime chance. Could also, I guess he could also just make the 4 point, 7 to 4, 5 to 4. And it gives me some immediate cracking numbers. Although my sixes play okay. 2, 6, 3, 6, 4, 6. Yeah, maybe it is a hit loose play. Or he can leave me alone entirely and just hope I roll small. Although I can handle a lot of my small numbers, I can handle. So I think the play is to hit loose on the 4 here in some fashion. does give me some immediate crack numbers like 2 5 3 5 4 4 say. Well, the 4 4 is not that bad a number. And I could just enter with like I don't know, like a 2 2 3 or something, and then crack later. Oh, the 3 2 is pretty good. I don't know though. I mean, I'd want to take a look at a bunch of different plays. It's good he's taking his time. You know, this is sort of a lot of options here. You don't want to jump at a play, kind of like I did with that 4-4 in that other game. You don't want to don't do what I did. Do what I say, not what I do. Yeah, with the 4-4, I just sort of jumped at the idea that I need to hit off the ace in some fashion. Or maybe that's not even the case. No, that could work out very well. Like he dances or rolls a 4, I cover, and they got a pretty easy ride home. I don't know. He's probably counting up like the cracking numbers after each play. It's probably a good thing to do. I like the fact that some of my, if he hits me anyway, some of my 6s are going to be killed. And actually, if he makes the 4 point, it's kind of like my 6s are good and my 5s are good. Like my entering 5s are good because I get to play 23 to 18 with the 5. So it seems like if his only goal is to crack me, it does seem like something else is right. All right, let me just take a look at this. 1, 2. The double 5s plays okay. 1, 2. Maybe I want this guy off the 6 point though. Well, if he hits me, maybe I want the spare there. Okay, let's try this. I don't know if I want to hit this guy or not. Oh, he's gonna get another chance to counter prime. Probably he doesn't. He probably wants the 8 point and not the 7 point. 1, 2. Sort of maybe blocks the bigger numbers. Although if he keeps his 8 point, 2 6 becomes a decent number for me. So 7 point, 2 5 3 4 2 4. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know now. 1 2. I'm also wondering a little bit if there's any reason to like shift from the 4 to the 3, but that would seem weird, right? Because you want, if I enter on the 2 or 3, you want as many points in front of me as possible. So maybe this is exactly correct. Given that in some sense anyways, 2 6 is duplicated. Because like that, if you kept the 8 point, that would be like, that'd be like a decent number for me. Interesting. This looks like, I mean, both of us, I think, had some tough decisions. It looked like maybe he had like more tough decisions than me so far. I mean, I'm trying not to count my chickens again. All right, so keep the block again. Yeah, probably. Structure looks a little funny. I mean, there's this. I don't love giving him 2 shots. I do love making him crack a little more. This cracks a tiny amount. All right. This is funny. Okay, let him out with us a little bit, but it's okay. Okay, 4 is forced. Is it this or is it like this? All right, so this is 6, 4, 5, 4, 4, 3. I think that's it. So 6 blot numbers. They're kind of really bad because they leave a blot in the middle. 4, 3, 3, 2, 3, 1. Yeah, I think it's just 6. This has to be like a lot more, right? 6, 6, 5, 5. 6, 5, 6, 4, 5, 4. No, it's only 8. Unless I'm missing something. Sorry. 6, 6, 5, 5, 6, 5, 6, 4, 6, 3, 6, 2, 6, 1, 5, 4, 5, 3, 5, 2, 5, 1. Oh, 4, 3 is a blot number. 4, 2, 4, 1. So it's 10. I mean, it doesn't tell the whole story because this looks like weird structure with the gaps in the middle like here. So conceivably, even though the other one is four more blot numbers, conceivable is better. Like here I'm gapping in the middle. Some of the blot numbers the other way gap in the middle too. Huh. All right, so yeah, it's not clear whether to pick up the blot or not. I mean, if Gamma's Curtum, then you'd pick up the blot, but maybe something else is better for the win. It doesn't play good though. You don't want to leave a double shot there, and you don't want to play 2 to 1. Okay, plays 2 to 1. Yeah, I mean maybe that's the least evil because he does kind of need to make a 4-point board to win this, and if he gets hit, he has more shooters at me. Hit, enter, and then he's got like 3 men back and kind of can catch this guy more easily. I should block my 7s or something. I had a bad 6-1 there. I assume it's this. Don't want to expose another blot, that's for sure. Okay. Good coverage here. Yeah, getting a second guy hit would be turns into a mad scramble. I can easily lose. All right, so one. Let's see if I point on them. Okay, so I think that's 1, 2, and then probably I am switching so I don't come into a direct shot there. And maybe it's good to push him up a little bit. This is possible too. They've got 7s. Does this hit? Oh, this does hit. I softened the 9 points, so 4-4 will hit. Maybe he overlooks it. Everyone knows if you roll 5-5 from the bar, you can enter on your own 5-point, but before 4, you can enter on your own 9-point if it's not blocked, which it usually is. But it's just good. It's good to be aware of, just like people are usually aware of. People are usually aware that with 5-5, you can enter on your own 5-point. All right, what's he going to do here? I guess he got to keep these guys spread out. He'd like to keep him far back as possible. Does have to kill this guy, which maybe that's the smallest concession. Yeah, I mean, keeping the guy 9 and 10 away, that does seem like, that do seem like good places to be. Okie dokie. Okay, I don't know whether to hit him or not. Kind of like getting the checker off, though. It could come in low. Or he could roll, big and have to leave. Okay. It was a good match. let's see what the error. Oh, I know I played better than I thought I did. I wanted to just ask him if it's okay to post this on YouTube. So we can take, there's a lot of tough decisions there, so we can take a good look at the, computer analysis, the XG analysis. Well, I'm surprised the error rate's this low, actually, because Aven Ession dot Tigran. Okay, let's download this puppy. He played decently. You know, yeah, like I said, he had like a lot of tough decisions, and it looked like most of them looked like he handled it pretty well. I mean, there's some stuff I disagreed with kind of strongly, but I could be wrong, so I do want to kind of take a look at his decisions also. Anyways, so let's analyze this. This is the right match, I think. Yes, tab G. Good. All right, so let's just highlight my errors. Okay, 5-2, nothing doing. Right, like I gave a little thought about hitting on the ace here because I got 5 guys here, but I don't know. There's not a good reason to do it, right? I'm outboarded. Plays semi-productively, 13-8. All the distribution's a little bad. It's just you need like quite a bit of reason to like. You need quite a few arguments to hit loose on the ace to like kind of put a checker down there. Okay, let's see, 69. Oh yeah, this is okay. Yeah, I mean sometimes people are reluctant to come up 24-20 and get like tacked here with 1s and 3s, but up in the race the computer seems to like that a bit, even though the race is fairly close here. Maybe it's just better than leaving a shot in the outfield. Okay, so after hitting with the 6, computer prefers 8-6. Yeah, I don't like that. 13-11. This looks like bad distribution. I get that my board is worse, but it's not that much. This is 5-6, you know. Sort of easier to play next turn when I get away with it. So I don't really get the computer's choice here. It's pretty close. Oh, they got a little fancy. So I played 22-11 here, leaving a direct shot. It looks okay. The computer's gonna think it's a little too fancy, I guess. So it's gonna just play safely, probably. I wonder if my play's like a blunder. Yeah, it's blunder or close. So either after making the 16 point, the computer definitely either wants to play 11-6 or 6-1, rather than make this sort of pretty play. You know, good structure in the outfit. It's just not worth. Apparently, it's just not worth the 14 shots here. You know, at a time I'd have escaped most everybody, and he's got the stronger board. So fine. Seems like a very computerish play. And then, okay, got a little fancy. I did not play the first game that well. Got a little fancy here, too. Again, the computer just wants to make a relatively safe play, 11-8. I thought, oh, okay, so I can leave a few more shots and, like, get a much better position on the misses. So I thought, oh, okay, I'll try 8-5. Keep my 11 point, you know, get to make my 5 point next roll and stack the heavy 8 point. No, computer says don't do that. Computer just says play as safely as possible against like the better board after you've escaped your guys and way up in the race. Yeah, bad first game. Okay, at least I got the idea here. I shouldn't leave any extraneous. I shouldn't leave any extraneous shots by playing 11-5. Okay, here it does want to leave a few shots in order to get rid of the problem midpoint. Right. So the computer's saying like the midpoint's enough of a problem that doesn't mind paying a few shots, probably 4 shots while he has the blot. So it's like here it's like solving a big enough problem that it doesn't mind leaving a few shots. Yeah, this game's hard, man. Okay, 11-2. Not much going on there. 6. And then I don't have a cube here, right? No. Wouldn't be crazy to cube this, but there's 2 gaps here. Don't have a ton of flexibility. I'm hugely up in the race, which argues for a cube, but there's just like one too many problems, I guess. But anyway, I solved the problems. Oh, the computer still wants to take this. So this sort of underscores like why the previous position isn't a double. I can roll 6-6, and it's still a take. So how bad was that game? Oh yeah, it was 844 for the game. Yeah, pretty bad first game. Sometimes this happens, I think, to people. Like they've played their first game badly because their brain isn't in the right place. Although I did play a bunch of matches earlier today. In fact, they're on Twitch. Twitch Z Explains BG. I played like 3 5-point matches just to warm up for this important match. But apparently it didn't help. I mean, 6-5. Yeah, it's the problem. The problem is just I'm volunteering. I'm volunteering too much, not getting enough for the volunteering the shots. While he has a stronger board, I've escaped everybody and I'm up in the race so much. Except here it does want to volunteer because it's doing like this great thing of getting rid of the midpoint, which is sort of a big problem. Could be some cubeful aspect to this also. Yeah, in fact there is a cubeful aspect. The error is very small cubeless, which means it's seeing like maybe not an immediate cube, or maybe it's seeing a cube on like White's numbers here. So that's maybe part of the equity difference. Anyways, let's move on to the next game. Okay, and nothing much going on here. You can minimize shots with 8-2 after making the anchor, but he's only got a 1-point board, so why not take a little chance? Doesn't quite like the 2-2 here. Okay, so after entering on the 23, making the 4 points, computer prefers 13-11 to 8-6. Yeah, that's funny. I played 8-6 because I thought the computer usually likes 8-6 in positions like this, rather than stripping the mid with 13-11. But apparently the computer wants to build the extra builder for the 5-point here. 3-1, okay. 2-1. Okay, after hitting, you can either play 11-10 or 23-22. I'm not sure why I didn't play 23-22. It looks better to me. Although the computer likes 11-10. Wait, why is this? To me, I mean, I made the right play here somehow, but the wrong play seems better to me now. Because it seems like I do want to spring with the 6 pretty soon. Oh, I'm still down in the race. I think that's what the computer's saying. I'm down in the race here, so it says it's not that important to spring this back man, especially since there's more coverage in the backfield if you leave it back. Okay. I'm not sure whether I considered it and thought in those terms over the match, or I didn't see 23-22. I think he pops, although maybe he should hit. I roll 6-1. Okay, I get a good cube in here, and he correctly passes. Yeah, good pass by my opponent here. All right, so you can either split or run here. You got to get the backman going in some fashion. I guess there's not really a good alternative. I just didn't. I mean, I thought about this, but I didn't like the distribution in the outfield, and I'm up in the race, so maybe escaping is called for. That was this nice 2-2. Okay, yeah, good double, close take. I thought maybe this would be a bigger take, but the score's maybe a little bit of a factor here, or I should be like a little conservative since I'm up 2-0. All right, I get lucky. He hits me back. I button up. 3-3. Okay, apparently it likes this over. It likes making the 5 and playing 6-3 over making the 10 and playing 6-3. Just thought this was a little Swiss cheesy, and it takes pressure off the midpoint. 5-4. All right. I mean, my play wins slightly more. Running wins only. The problem is it wins only slightly more, and obviously it loses more gammon. So the computer prefers this. I thought maybe it was like considerably better for the win, but apparently I'm wrong about that. It's hard to win if you're up on the bar, I guess. And 6-1, 5-1 is kind of productive. Yeah, I don't know. This is tough for me to see. And then he does a good job to attack. Oh, this is the one where he closes me out. Is there anything better here? No, he finds a good play here. Yeah, so he's, let's see. Like he could do this and then double 6 is only a single shot, but it's only 3 builders for the 1. As opposed to like say his play, which is 4 builders for the 1, and the double 6 is like a double shot if he rolls it. But it's pretty important to fill in that 1 point. So he makes a good play there. 3-3. Okay, he does get the closeout. Although it looks a little funny to me. Yeah, this does look better. So this is going to sound like an oversimplification, but 6-6 plays badly here. 6-6 plays badly, like it leaves 3 on the 5 and is stripped. The rest of the points are stripped, so tons, all 6s and 5s lose shots here, and 4-4 after you roll 6-6. Now that's just one number, so that's why it seems like an oversimplification, but I think it's indicative of some inflexibility in the position. Whereas if you do this, like look how 6-6 plays. It plays much better. So this should get hit. This is safer. And it actually wins more gammons also. Although I think if the gammon was closed, maybe you'd prefer this for the gammon. Okie dokie. Okay, I thought a little bit about 6-4 here. Because I kind of need that 4 point, and if he rolls like certain 4s, I get a shot back at the guy on the 21 point. And I couldn't quite pull the trigger though. 17 to 15 is pretty productive with the deuce. 1-1. He hit me. 6-4. I got him twice. All right, computer wants to take this, but actually I think this probably rolls out to be a pass, to be honest. Glad I found the cube. It's a little doubt in my mind due to the score. I should be a little conservative at the score, especially when I can lose a gammon. But I thought he might be passing, and maybe he should be passing. I think actually he should be passing this, even though the computer wants to take. I'll start a quick rollout, although it's probably going to take a while. The basic issue is, and this is pretty consistent. When you have a containment position, especially one where like black is containing several white checkers here, not just one white checker, but 2 white checkers, the computer underestimates how difficult it is to contain. In other words, it's going to be low for me. If you roll it out, it fixes most of the problems, and the equity comes up. So this is a very, very short rollout. So if you want an authoritative thing, you need to roll it out more. But I don't want to just sit here and roll it out. Let's interrupt this. See, it's close. The equity came up. Now maybe this is gonna be a close take. But if it's a take, it's going to be like a very close take. It's not 0.9. It's like, if it's a take, it's like 0.98 or something. 2-1, 6-1. Okay, 5-5. Okay, makes a good play with the 5-5. Oh, okay, no, I would have done exactly what Tigran did, and I would have been very confident about it. Computer wants to make the 3 point for some reason. Even though white's up in the race and he's giving up his 8 point, I really don't get this at all. One issue is I have a blot on my ace point. and on my 8-point. So the fly shots in the outfield, say I hit them in the outfield next roll, it's not that good for me. So in that sense, a play like this goes up in value. But still, you're giving up your 8-point and you're not disengaging when up in the race. I mean, this looks like really pretty. Okay, apparently this wins more. Apparently this wins more. The other one wins more gammons. So maybe this is a little score based, but for money, you make the computer play also. Like it's such a big difference. Yeah, I'm quite surprised by this. Huh. I think maybe the blot on the ace point is sort of key here. Like what's okay, so here you make the 15, right? Because the race is better and there's not this blot on the ace point. Is that right? Am I wrong again? No, I'm right, but it's like fairly close. Bar 15 wins a lot more, but making the 3 wins a lot more gammons. Huh? Is that a money thing? Yeah, money. It's because gammons are like more valuable for the trailer. Sort of overemphasize the gammons at the score. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know. I'll try to keep that play in mind for the future because bar 15 squared really looked right to me, and it didn't look close. Okay, let's continue. Oh, it's got to evaluate everything again, or at least some of it. What was this? What game were we on? Oh, this is the 4-0 game. Okay, so I got a 6-4. 5-3, yeah, it's close. Computer wants to lock up the 8-point, which I can buy. In fact, this is my first impulse, but I don't like the double shot in the outfield. So it's a little safer, but doesn't have a nice asset in the outfield. And then this looks okay too. Going to the 11-point, entering high, duplicates aces. He gets to blitz, and then what is this? Oh, this is a huge pass. Yeah, I mean, partly this is score base. I mean, it wouldn't be such a big pass at 0-0 for money, but I definitely thought this was a lot closer. I mean, I guess the fact that I have these 2 blots in my outfield, that's a big problem. But anyways, glad I found the pass. Oh, here it looks like I might play on incorrectly or something. Oh no, I miss a double take. Yeah, this obviously I thought this was not good enough. But obviously I have a pretty solid edge here. I might have been like a little leery due to the score, but since the cube's in the middle and it's not like that lopsided, computer's not deterred by the score that much. And apparently this is already a money pass. So yeah, I miss a pretty big cube here. And then what happens? Okay, so I go to double pass next roll. So borderline too good. Yeah, that's a pretty big missed cube. Yeah, I feel like I would have found this cube for money, just because the edge is like super clear. But I overemphasized the score. Recube. If I owned the cube, it'd be a different story. In fact, for my edification, I want to actually look at that. Okay, so let's say I own the cube for money. We saw what this was. We saw because at the score it was only a close take. This should be a pass for money. Right, pretty big pass for money. At the score, cube in the middle, double close take. What is this now? At the score, lopsided score when I own the cube in like this gammonish position. Is this like not good enough now? Yeah, not good enough by a good margin. So you can see like the fact that like even though the score isn't that lopsided, recube versus initial cube is kind of a big frickin' deal, even in long matches when the score is like a little bit lopsided. Okay, so that's pretty instructive. I kind of want to. I don't play like a lot of long matches, so I find these decisions pretty interesting. Oh, that's funny. It evaluated very quickly that time. Okay. Okay, so that was the 4-1 game where I cashed something because I doubled a little too late. And this is a good play to know. Some people make the 3 here. At least at almost all match scores, you're supposed to fight for your own 5 point by playing 13 to 5. Comes up a lot, so it's good play to know. Yeah, computer kind of always likes slotting the 5, even though there's not that much 4 duplication. Computer seems to love that play though. 5-2, good. 1-1. Okay, 1-1. I could make the 20, but I don't know. If I make the 4, I outboard them, so the backmen aren't in that much danger. And here, of course, you don't hit 13 to 5. That would be a pretty big error because he's overstacked on the 8 and 6, so he wants to unstack those. He doesn't want to strip his mid, and he's outboarded. So you go with the safer play, so good play by Tigran. Can I run? 2-2. Yeah, there's nothing else here, right? Yeah, nothing else there. Okay, luckily run. 6-4. Okay. Now it's just a race here, I guess. And then it turns into a big pass, and then Tigran finds the pass. Yeah, 18%, 19%. Yeah, a little higher than I thought. But yeah, still a pretty big pass of the score. I mean, if it was a close money pass, then you could justify taking up the score. But in non-gammonish positions, cube in the middle, score's not a big deal. Six three. 3-2, okay. Oh, and this is that 6-2 coming up. Oh no, 4-4-1 coming up. Yeah, I was sort of floundering around here. Nothing looked good to me. Everything just sort of looked wrong. Apparently, I chose the play that's most wrong. Okay, so the computer likes making the 9. I mean, obviously 9 points is a good asset, but I'm giving up the mid, separating the forces a bit. I think I tend to undervalue these outfield points. And then this computer says this is fine also. Just anchoring up and safetying the blot in the outfield. Just keeping them spread in the outfield and safetying the blot in the outfield is okay. Better than my play. It's not pretty bad. And then worst is sort of attacking at a time when, I don't know, blitz could materialize here, right? It's just, I don't know. He doesn't have any blot in his board, so his ones are pretty potent, I guess. It does work, though. He rolls a 2-6. I don't have anything. I get this great blitzing number, and then I think I'm too good here. Okay, I am too good here. Yeah, this is hard for me to analyze because he can definitely get back in the game by hitting me or something. As I hit him loose, he hits me back. He has a take all of a sudden. Well, maybe I can still double in that case. So maybe the risk isn't that big. Anyways, I get a good pointing number. He enters 1. I'm way too good now. Oh, then he hits me, and then I'm way not good enough. If he entered with like a single 4 there, maybe I could cash. And then I cash something that's too good. Okay, no good. This is borderline. Yeah, okay. I just saw like a lot of ways for him to get back in the game there, including with with an anchoring number, So I don't want to take the risk. Apparently, it's pretty close. All right, 3-2. 13 days, good. Okay, 16 to 9. Huh. I'm not sure 16 to 9 was on my radar screen. Hitting twice was on my radar screen. It's a little safer than my play, I think. He's got almost all sixes and all sevens to hit me back. Only one on the roof. The computer wants to just play with one blot. Pretty good on the misses. Yeah. It's a little hard to resist, making the good point on his head though. Possibly there's some score base and cubeful stuff going on here. Like my plays in the big error cubeless. It's just I think the computer's seeing after playing 16 to 9. Sorry, after playing 16 to 9 here, it's going to get a cube in down the line. So it doesn't need to take extra risk, I guess. Leaving 2 blots, and then he's too good. Okay, cashes. Yeah, it was. I probably would have. I remember thinking I didn't want to be cubed here, so now I'm not really in any danger of taking this, but I might have doubled this also. Possibly it is partly based on the score as well. Right. Yeah, I think I mentioned this a little bit during the match. For money at 0-0 in a long match, you would definitely you do this after 5-1. Just the anchor's not that important here. So you lock up some good structure on your side of the board. At the score, there's sort of more reason to do less gammon-y plays because it sort of complements your cube strategy. Like if you up the gammons for both sides, it's harder to get into cube as the leader, and it's easier to get into cube as the trailer. But still, it's not that close for money probably. So I just went with the money play. The computer agrees. 5-3, okay, run there. 6-6, he makes a good 6-6 play. He's looking to cube next roll, I think. He does, yeah, good double, good take. 2-1, he fills this in. 5-3, and then the 2 is coming up. Yeah, superficially, it seems like a good idea to come to the edge of the prime. And I think it does win the most. But it doesn't do great for the win because even when I get this guy out somehow, I'm still down in the race. So the computer just kind of wants to hang back and gets gammon the least because it doesn't get pointed on or whatever. Yeah, so this was a sloppy play by me. And he does well not to hit, it looks like, although it's fairly close. Right, this does, this does win the most gammons, but the other play does okay for the win. I think over the board, I liked hitting. Although I'm definitely unsure about it. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Everything looks pretty close. He points on me, and he's bringing home the gammon. Computer wants to pay the 1-1 to get the extra builder for the 1. As opposed to Tigran's play where the ace point might stay open. Right, like one way to think about it is like here, okay, roll 1-3, I enter. You definitely want a third builder for the ace here. I don't know if you're hitting loose or not. Although you might be, but you want the extra pointing numbers both for the win and for the gammon. What does the computer want to do here? 11-8. Yeah, it's all borderline. 13-10 wins a little more apparently. 11-8 saves the gammon a little more. Why does it save the gammon a little more? I don't get that. It saves the gammon like 2.2% more to play 11-8 versus 13-10. Why? That doesn't make any sense to me. In fact, it looks to me like 11-8 should win more because you get to make the 8 points sometimes, and then so you hit and then you get a better prime. But the computer says 13-10 wins more. I think maybe it's office rocker, or I'm totally missing the boat here. Oh. I'm not gonna sit here and roll it out, but I just want to see whether the rollout says something different. If we just give it like a little quickie rollout. Let's see, 11-8. It says wins more. No, okay. So, okay. Yeah, the computer's office rocker. Yes, it's all very close. Yeah. Yeah, both the wins and the gammons are close, and you have to roll it out to be sure. The plus evaluation is seeing something that the roulette isn't. Okay, and then he comes home safe. Do I save this thing? So this isn't trivial. Maybe we should actually look at some of these decisions. Okay, so the one here is extremely clear. You enter with a 6, and then you play efficiently into your 6 point because you don't want to waste pips for the gammon save. 6-2. I forgo crossing over into my home board here because I don't want to waste pips if I can help it. Like say you play 11-5, you're kind of wasting a pip. So I find this other idea where I play 11-9, keeping spread out in the O field for later efficiency, for a lot of good chances to put checkers exactly on the 6 point. I'm forgoing a crossover here, I think. Right, I'm playing 19-13, 11-9, getting 0 crossovers. I'm actually forgoing 2 crossovers. I could get 2 crossovers here by, say, stacking the 5. But with all this time left, it's more important to stay flexible than to maximize on crossovers. 2-2, probably for no, not really forgoing a crossover here. But 10-6 seems pretty clear. Again, getting efficient. And then 13-11 squared. I do 13-11 squared because again, I don't want to waste pips when I'm coming into my home board. But it's a little weird to have 3 on the same point here. It'd be especially weird if it was closer to home, like say on the 8 point or 9 point or something. So it's not too bad on the 11 point, I guess, but it's a little weird. So the computer thinks this is okay too. 1-2, once again, efficiently into the 6, diversify a little bit on the outfield. 6-4. Okay, so here is getting late, so I waste an extra pip versus this, but I maximize on crossovers. So I wasn't too sure about this because if you do this, you have 4 crossovers to bear a guy off, so it's not so bad because you're gonna roll 4. You're probably going to be able to get 4 crossovers in 2 rolls because you're rolling 4 dice, and then you just need small numbers. But and maybe you could conceivably miss here. So I don't know. My gut told me that I should maximize on crossovers here, even though it wastes an extra pip. Maybe the real problem with this is you have 2 guys. You have 2 guys on the 9. So it's not like you're going to be like wasting a lot of pips down the line if you roll 4s, 5s, and 6s. Whereas like you're not wasting as many here. I guess that's the issue with the other play. 6-1. Okay, yeah, I mean, if you're not sure, if you're not sure what to do here, you should do this play. Count up the numbers that don't bear a checker off, and then do this, and then count up the numbers that don't bear a checker off just to be sure. Here I had a pretty good feel for this, where this was a better play because some twos bear off here. Pretty much all 1s and 2s miss here except for 2-2. I think there are techniques. If I know Marty Storer wrote a bunch. He has like a technique for figuring this out like instantly, but the technique isn't trivial to learn. So I either like know the position like I did here, or I count it up. But maybe I don't know. Maybe online you can if you Google Marty Storer bear off misses backgammon, maybe you can find stuff online. I don't know though. I don't think I read it online. I think I read it somewhere else. From an email or something. Computer wants to sort of split twice. I don't know this play, and it might be different for money. So I did the more natural looking thing. Bar 16. Interesting. Wait, what is... Oh, it's the 4 and 2 duplication. Oh, I should have seen. I should have gotten this. There's really, really strong 4 and 2 duplication here. I did this to sort of disconnect the checkers so there's fewer double hit numbers and duplicate 1s and 3s, which are the hit numbers and the 5-point making numbers. But yeah, all the hit numbers are duplicated here. So this would be nice. 6-5, nothing. 5-3, good. 2-2, 5-2, he runs. Okay, 3-1, doesn't overlook making the 5 like I might have. And then here I thought he should cube. Partly due to the score, although maybe this is marginal at 0-0. But, you know, down in the match like this, got some pretty extra, you got some extra incentive to double. And clearly white has a pretty solid edge here. I would definitely would have taken this, though. 6-3 finds a good 6-3 play. 2-1. Okay, gets a good... Yeah, I was worried this would be kind of a solid pass. It's a little tough to analyze for me, especially given the score. The way I found the take, and again, I was not sure about this, so maybe you shouldn't listen to my analysis that much. But if he doesn't cover cleanly, I'm glad I took. So even if he rolls like a 6-2 like he did, he covers. It's still leaving lots of chances for me. And if he doesn't cover, then they sort of clearly have a take. So it's only like certain great numbers that really make me regret taking. Like numbers that cover and don't leave a direct shot. And even then I got my chances. Yeah, so it's a pretty big take on this number. In fact, it's a slightly bad number. No, maybe not. No, slightly good number, the computer says. Okay, then anybody play a miss, he puts things together, I put things together. Okay, nothing much going on here. And then I crunch a little bit. I run, and then I run. I get to stay back once here because he only has 2 checkers off, so I'm not in that much gammon danger. And then I'm forced to go to the next roll, and I save the gammon. Good. Okay, nice anchor up play here. Okay, lots of close stuff here. Although I don't get why he doesn't mind this. Like, shouldn't it want to make his 10-point here? It's a little ugly, I guess, because the 8-point stripped. Okay. Computer wants to forgo making the board because it thinks it's not going to be hitting much next turn, which is true. So slot's the best point here. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I do leave a shot with my play, which probably isn't great. But I don't know. There's not much you can hit with, really. So maybe sitting with 1-4, 1-5, 1-1. Maybe. 1-1, definitely. 6-3. Okay, computer doesn't quite like my play of leaving a shot in the outfield, but it's okay. I do get to lock up the best board. Okay, I get a little opportunity to run here. Yep, in the race a little bit. I got the stronger board. I remember reading somewhere, might have been in a Marty Storer book or maybe a Roberti book. You should look at, when deciding whether to leave the anchor, it's a good idea to look at board strength, connectivity, and timing. And so I got the stronger board. So that argues for running. If I do something like this, Timing could be a little sketchy, like he fills in his board and then I'm kind of already, it might already be tough to play a little bit if I roll like a 6 or certain 5s. So timing sort of argues for running now. Connectivity, I mean, it's not that disconnected, so again, it's getting a little disconnected. My checkers are getting a little disconnected from one another. So again, if it's getting a little disconnected, maybe that argues for running. So all factors either strongly or somewhat point to running. So even though it's a little dangerous and I'm not up in the race a lot, it's thematic in the sense that this connectivity, timing, and board strength considerations all sort of point to running, at least somewhat. And I think a little bit about doubling here, but because he's sort of at the end of his row. But I thought, oh, okay, I should wait for a shot first, especially since my board isn't quite together yet. Similar here. I don't have a cube here, right? No. 4, 4, yeah, 13 to 5 squared. It's probably some cube pool thing going on. No. Yes. Yes, it is. It's all cube full. It's all cube full. Yeah, the best play, if he had already doubled, the best play is to do his play, I believe. Make the 10 points. Okay, no, it's at least close. Cube in the middle, it's huge to make the 5 points. And the reason for the difference is if he does this and gets away with it, he gets a pretty good cube in right away, I think. Pretty efficient cube. Yeah, very efficient cube. Look at this. It's like right on the border of take pass, which means when that happens, it means you're getting like maximum value from the cube. Meanwhile, if he does this and I hit him, say he goes like 4-1 dance. I don't think I have a very efficient cube here. Yeah, it's too good. I don't even get to use the cube. So you can see that by pointing on me, it's like he gets great cubes in when it works, and when it doesn't work, I don't get great cubes in. So if we go back to the match and think in those terms, this was the 7-6 game, I believe. Right. If we think in those terms, there's these extra arguments for this extra like cubeful argument for making the 5 points. Cubeless. Cubeless. If you look at the cubeless equities, it's like way better to do his play. It's like 0.178 to 0.084. So I guess. So what does that mean? All right, I guess he's just not getting good cubes in here. It's a little hard for him to find a good cube here, I guess. Although I thought maybe he should let's see what happens. What happened here? Oh, I see. Yeah, so he does actually get a cube in here, but it's not efficient at all. This is the problem with this play. Like, okay, you might think, okay, he's getting a cube in anyways, but the problem is since it's such a huge take, he's not getting. That means he's not getting a ton of value from using the cube. So the computer really, even though it likes this cubeless, it really hates it cube full. And then 4-4. Okay, now he plays safely. He's going to get a good cube in next roll. Like after most of my numbers, he's going to get like a good cube in. So now he doesn't have to take the risk of playing 13 to 5 squared and getting away with it. And so cube full, yeah, this is interesting. So cubeless, these plays are not this far apart. 0.392 versus 0.501. Cubeless, it's only a 0.1 blunder to make the 5 point. Cubeful, it's a huge blunder to make the 5 point. Because see, now you can just play safe and get in a good cube next turn. Pretty efficient cube in next turn. At like no risk. So if you want to, so this is like a really nice study on maximizing cube value by catering your checker plays to the upcoming cubes. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, 5-2. Okay, apparently I can take this, but I don't know. It's pretty close. You know, I don't feel bad about passing this one. In fact, it might possibly roll out to be a little stronger than this anyways. Anyways. Oh, yeah, this is that 4-2 play. See, it's kind of a big deal. Isn't that funny? Everyone makes the 4 point here. In fact, unless I specifically saw this position before, I probably would have made the 4 point. But again, he has this great prime going because he rolled like one of the best priming numbers. I don't have a prime going because I made this stupid point that's not getting good for priming. So I am up in the race though. So that all argues for like splitting, getting, you know, kind of counteracting his priming game and getting my back checkers going while I'm up in the race. 5-1, K. Yeah, you cannot cube here, I assume. It's pretty close. 4-4. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. Computer wants to make the worst point, screw up the distribution a little bit, rather than make the better point and leave a shot. Yeah, plus the 2 point doesn't. The 2 point and the 8 point don't really go well together because they're 6 apart. Okay, I can buy it. And then I thought I should cube this. Oh, okay, no, good, no double by Tigran. Although it's pretty close. Like I would have cubed this. That's borderline. Just thought there was enough going on here. Oh, he's glad he didn't cube because I rolled 4-4, and then I'm way too good here. Win 50% gammons. 3. Oh yeah, you can almost slot here. Oh, okay, not quite. I thought a little bit about this because it's better when you get away with it, obviously, and for 2 reasons. I mean, one is get to make the 3 point with 3s, but also I might want to attack on the 8 point with 2s, and the risk isn't too big. Although he does have a 3 point board. Maybe you would do this if you had a 2 point board, just because like the 3 doesn't play that great in the outfield, you know. I would have got away with it. 2-1, yeah, a bunch of close stuff. I lock up. I don't lock up the 13 point. What am I doing? Oh, I said I want the best builders for the inner board. So I forego making the 13. And then I'm still too good, I assume. Good. Four. I don't overlook making the 3. It's still too good. Coming around. Okay, I'm cracking on. If I make my play, I'm cracking on 3-3. So the computer doesn't quite like it. I don't know. I didn't want to give him like a decent 1-1. I wanted to escape the back man. Oh, I know. Actually, the play I looked at was this. Still better than my play. I don't know. I didn't want to give him 1-1-1-5. But I guess the 3-3 is more important. Anyways, I got a good 5-5. I screw it up somehow. I don't get this. I mean, I like these spares a little better because there's a spare on the 3 point versus my play. It's a little overstacked on the 5. 3 point is stripped. Yeah, having this sort of these inner board points, 3, 4, 5 point strips, sometimes that's bad. Everything is safe here for a roll. Oh, I guess if I roll a 6, it's a little ugly. I got to put a checker on the 2 point. This is this is okay on 6s. I didn't like the fact that this was a little far from home, but I guess it only matters on exactly 2-1. Yeah, I guess I overrated that. Okay, make a decent play with the 4-2. Second best apparently is to clear the 6. But this looks nicely spread. A nice distribution of builders. Here, okay, I just bear 2 guys off the 6 point. Arguably safer to do something else, arguably. But obviously taking checkers off is good and leaving 0 blot numbers on the next roll is good. I say like something like this might be safer because even though it's only 2 blot numbers, and maybe like you can strip your 6 point more conveniently, strip the top point more conveniently next turn. If you just leave 3 guys there, nice flexibility on the other points. But I wanted the checkers off for like maybe slightly more long-term risk. 3-1, this was tough for me. Okay, it's all very close. Well, the computer does want to, again, the computer wants to strip the top point, which is often the right idea. Strip the top point while you're leaving good spares, even though it leaves a few blot numbers, 6-4, 5-4, and 4-4, which I didn't like. But the upside is if you don't roll one of those blot numbers, you get to clear the 5 point pretty safely. So sort of a common theme. My play leaves a couple blot numbers. It's about the same equity as this apparently. 5-1. Yeah, here I don't want to strip the, I decided against stripping the top 2 points because I didn't like the double blot numbers, 5-4, 6-4. Plus 4-3 is a blot number. So I did this, only a single shot on those numbers, and 4-3 is safe, but 6-6, 5-5, those are blots. 3-3 also is a blot number. So I don't know. Computer thinks it's borderline. 4-4. 2-1. Play safe, and then I can't play safe. Oh yeah, then he hits me, and I leave a blot. And then I think a little bit about passing this, but apparently some huge take. Yeah, I guess when he misses, I'm not doing badly at all, especially since he's got like 4 dance numbers, which actually happened, which arguably makes me close to a favorite maybe. So anyways, I'm glad I found this. If you roll it out, I think this is probably a closer take, but still some huge take. Yeah, he dances. Not okay. So I'm a favorite on his dances, having the cube, but can't double obviously. I win a bunch of gammons here. And then I thought maybe he should try for another checker, but it's close. Like I probably would have done this, trying to pick up this checker, but obviously there's some risk that I'm going to gammon him. This does win the most. So he does well to just close me out. Good, and then he should play safe with the 4-4, which he does. And then I kind of turn it into a race. I'm a small favorite here. And then he rolls a great 3-3, and I'm dead. Okay, it likes my 3-3 play. Yeah, everything looked like pretty good, but nothing looked like a standout great play. I guess this just doesn't do enough. So, I attack him, get a Cuban on the dances probably. Oh, that was pretty, it was pretty close to the double, no double line. That's why I thought, like after he danced, I thought maybe this would have been better because the cubes are going to be a little stronger on the dances. But I guess cubeless, it's wrong by a decent margin. Yeah. Okay, so 4-2. Guess I didn't see I can make the 4 point here, but hitting's better anyways. 3-2. Okay, I can't do too much good with the back checkers, so I fled the outfield to get good builders for the blitz. Okay, computer does want to hit here. Forgo making the 5 point in order to hit. Yeah, I did consider this. I think the problem with this is if he rolls a 4, he's got such a good game anyways. And getting hit isn't too bad on his 4s here. Maybe I can continue the blitz. But these are always tough plays, especially since really the 5 point's pretty awesome, I guess the 5 point goes down in value a little bit here because I own my 11 point, and now these are not good builders for the inner board. So I think that's part of this. 1-6, he pops out. Okay, I gotta find some sort of attack play here. 4-3, I'm not really sure what to do here. Looks like I come up with a decent play. Getting the backmen going a little bit. 4-2. Oh, right, and he points on me, and then his 2-2 is coming up here. Yeah, so it's a creative play. It just doesn't quite work well enough. I mean, so this does a good thing, right? For sure. Getting this better home field structure. The problem with this play is what Tigran was thinking was, I have all these great attack numbers here. 1s, double 2s, all 7s, all 9s, and then like 11s are pretty good too. So he's like, all right, I need to find some sort of hit play. I can hit like pretty safely. The problem is, as I mentioned during the match, it just is even when I dance or something, which I did. How does he bring this home? You know, so it doesn't really win. When it works, it doesn't really win enough. It's just so hard to win after getting away with this play. And I still have some okay attack numbers here, like 2-2, 3-3, 2-1, 3-1, 5-1. You know, it does reduce the attack numbers quite a bit. It's just too much of a compromise. This position versus this position for the win. So I was sort of happy to see what he did. And then you see what happened. I mean, I danced once. He just misses an ace shot. And then, I get my attack anyways. And it does work. 5-3, yeah. So slightly safer to like come in with the 6 point stripped rather than do this. Again, look how 6-6 plays, right? 6-6 is bad here because it leaves a very bloody position. Whereas 6-6 plays fine here. So I often use 6-6 as like a proxy for, how safe a position is. And then is there anything else with a 4-3? No. Everything else, I guess, is too stodgy. Like I could do this, but just distribution doesn't look good. Check around the ace. Yeah, nothing much going on. I think a little bit of a clear on the top point, but it's quite a bit more blot numbers. 6 blot numbers here, 6-5, 6-4, 5-4, versus only 2 blot numbers here, 6-2. And then I do pass them safely. Good. Okay, now this is the 2-away 4-way game. Right. This 3-1. Yeah. So most scores, his play would be okay. And actually, I thought it would be a bigger error than this, to be honest. But like at the score, where like you really want to up the gammons for both sides, so you can use the cube very effectively. It's better to make the offensive 5 point here. Like if you look at the gammon numbers here, making the 5 ups both players' gammons, which means it sort of complements the cube strategy that the trailer wants to take in this game. And then lowering the gammons for both sides maybe makes it so I can cube. Oh, I get this great 6-5. I'm like dead here almost. Like if I roll anything here, he's gonna have a pretty strong cube at the score. But I roll this awesome 6-5, solves all my problems. He's trying to play safely. Does a good job to build up a nice board. I think he does a good job to keep the anchor for another turn. 13-7 squared, yeah. And then I double early, I think, but he passes. Yeah, this is a pretty big blunder to cube this. I sort of like, as I was sort of analyzing it afterwards, I really regretted cubing this, but then he passed and I was happy. Yeah, I mean, if there's I mean, if you know your take points, well, one, like you're doubling me right back to he's doubling me right back to 4. So he should maybe that should give him a hint that the take point's a little lower. But you can like arguably take this for money, then it should be easier to find the take at the score. And it's such a big take that yeah, I guess I shouldn't have doubled, but good bluff. I bluffed him. Although honestly, at the time I doubled, I thought it was a legit cube, and then the more I looked at it, the weaker it got. So I don't know. Sort of glad to get away with that. All right. Anyways, 5-1, 3-2. Okay, find a good play here, locking up the nice 5 points. Obviously, it wasn't that clear to me. I shouldn't be hitting here in some fashion. Because I make my play, although I lock up my 5 point, he gets to fill in his points. But I thought, oh, okay. If I hitting him is sort of unlikely to work also. Ooh, it doesn't like running here? Oh, I don't know about this. Computer really wants to separate the forces. But I guess it gets to make a 5 or 6 prime pretty easily here now. And so it's saying, okay, if you run, you might get attacked. Got this blot in my outfield also. Yeah, I don't know. This looks very unnatural to me to do this. Huh. Yes, I don't fully get this. And we see hits. I enter. I run. I get to a nice 6-5 again. Looks like he made a decent 6-3 play. Although let's see, what does the computer want to do? Oh, computer wants to not make the 21 point. That's very unnatural. Yeah, I don't know. The computer might be wrong here. Yeah, the look at I've discussed this in other videos, but when the computer does like a look ahead, let's say it does like a 4-play eval. It's looking like 3 or 4 moves into the future. It doesn't pick score-based plays for that look ahead. It chooses cubeless money plays, and then like after it looks like way into the future, it does adjust for the score. But the problem is like when it does the look ahead here, like after a play like this, it's gonna think I'm gonna be like attacking more than I actually am at the score. So that makes the evals a little like suspect, I think. Although the plus evaluation is like a little bit of a rollout, a little bit of a look ahead. So I'm not sure how it affects that. But I think the eval is a little suspect here. Anyways, 3-1. Okay, I find a hit play. Okay, it's funny that the computer doesn't mind just doing this. The one problem, I guess, with my play is that maybe he likes anchoring on the ace more than anchoring on the 3 point. Although it does like hitting because maybe he dances or comes in on the 4 point. So what he did, computer wants to make the 10 here. Fine. It's a little hard to get off the point, but it's decent structure. My play's a little funny looking. 3-2. Okay, lock up the 3 points. Oh, 4-4. Yeah, I sort of regretted not looking at like, I don't know, play like this, say. Actually, this doesn't play that good either. What about 13-5 squared? That doesn't look that good either. Yeah, everything's fairly close. Computer slightly prefers hitting off the ace, possibly making a 5-point board pretty easily to doing this, leaving no shots, but the 5-point gap is pretty painful, and it doesn't like letting them enter on the ace points. If there was like a 4-4 play that like spread the builders out really nicely and didn't hit, maybe that would be better. But I guess the safe play, then the non-hit play doesn't look that good either. But anyways, he gets lucky, and I sort of regret everything until I roll a nice 3-3. I get to come home. I think I end up losing this game though somehow. Okay, I strip the top 2 point. I strip the top point here because it's safest for safest long term anyways. I leave the shot right away, and then he closes me out, and then does want to waste pips here. Well, it's not really wasting. Wants to cover the ace point gap. Leave this guy a little far from home, rather than do my play. Usually I do that with like small numbers, but I don't like doing that with like a 3. Maybe the key is seeing like after playing 14 to 10, the 3 goes to the 7 point, which isn't a very efficient spot for a checker. So it doesn't mind, quote unquote, wasting the pips to fill in the ace. I roll well, and then I'm a pretty big favorite here. And then he bears off with a 5-5. Game match goes on. 4-4. Yeah, I don't know what to do here. I did think about running here to the 13 point. But I thought it wasn't like that important to get that guy going, so I thought I'd upgrade my home front. A bit. Maybe the computer's saying it's not that big of an upgrade, though, because I'm giving up a 9 point and leaving 2 blots in the outfield. Yeah, it looks like somewhat of an unnatural play to me. Although gammons don't help me at the score, so making the 7 should win more gammons, so I guess it goes down in value a little bit at the score. 4-2, okay, so you can either play 6-4 or 9-7. Slightly prefer 6-4 and stacking the heavy 6 points. I did like the fact that I was picking up a blot in the outfield. Although then I rolled this 6-2, and I'm really wishing I had a blot on my 4 so I can make the 2. I as builder on the 4 so I can make the 2 point here. But I just clear. I fill in this 6-3. Yeah, nothing. There's no good play that doesn't slot here. It doesn't slot something here. Don't want to leave the anchor or give him this attack option where gammons really kill me. 6-2, get a good 6-2. Oh, this, and then I guess tricky for him. Oh man, look at this play. I think I would have done what he did. Sort of the natural thing. Playing pretty safely, hitting in the outfield, giving me some crack potential. Look what the computer wants to do. Wants to leave 3 blots in the board. Yeah, maybe this is what he was thinking about. So here I think the computer is right. So the idea is like if I hit him on the 1 and 2 points, I'm still behind. I'm still like, it's tough to get those guys out of there past this like 4 prime if I'm down on the 1 and 2 points. Meanwhile, if he dances, it's not that bad for him because he gets to maintain his prime. Meanwhile, if he gets away with this, fills in his 4 points, he's got like this nice 5 prime. Here he's not really making a 5 prime that easily. Yeah, so this is nice. I mean, if I had this decision, I probably would have looked at this. Maybe I would have found it. I don't know, though. To me, it seemed like what he did was like pretty logical. Pretty natural anyways. 2-2, I get this 2-2. Okay, it's fairly close. But the computer does want to lock up the 6 prime as opposed to getting to the edge of the prime and diminishing white's counter prime chances. Yes, fairly close play apparently. Oh, and then the 1-1. Yeah, the 1-1, I thought maybe some hit loose play was good. Seemed like it did give me more cracking chances to do like this, for instance. Because now I can enter low, and he's still got this nice 4 prime, possibly turn it into a 5 prime. His play is maybe immediately safer, but like fewer cracking chances for me. And then I kind of run into problems. Looked like he made a decent 1-1 play, although it looks like, okay, a lot of things are probably close. Okay, I do get to escape. And then he crunches horribly. Can I do anything else with this 5-3? Okay, giving up the 7 point isn't too bad, but I do want him to crack more, and I don't want to give him 2 shots. So I find something else. And I thought maybe this structure looked a little funny with the spare on the 2 and 5-5 leaving a blot. Admittedly, my play does blot on 6-4, which the other one doesn't. Do get to clear? Do get to clear? Is this 4-3 correct? Okay, it's pretty close. Okay, this does minimal blot numbers right away at the risk of like some weird stripped inner points. I do leave the shot right away. He hits. Okay, computer slightly prefers picking up with the 1. I think partly just because like 2-1 isn't good. You know, the distribution here is bad for like the later bear off. If he could play like 8-7 with the ace or something, it probably would like Tigran's playing. I enter right away. 18-13. Okay, it's close. Computer slightly prefers minimizing shots and maybe fixing this builder a little bit to getting closer to home. Let's see. Maybe I should have counted the shots here. This is only 2 shots. Yeah, that's the problem. 5, 6. It's 2 versus 6. Yeah, that's the issue. It's a big difference in the number of shots. Getting hit an extra 11% just to get 2 pips closer to home. Doesn't think it's worth it. Builder, and Builder is maybe slightly better on the 3 than the 5, although that's not clear. Gives me a good ace to play if it's on the 3. I don't know. Gives me a good 3 to play. Good 2 to play also if it's on the 5. 3-1, 4-1. Yeah, can't expose another blot here. Okay, the 2-2 it doesn't mind. Doesn't mind this either. I thought maybe it was good to flush him off the ace point. Okay, 6-6, and then I do get past him. Does not like hitting here, although it's everything mostly wins anyways. I just worried about him coming in on the 3-pointer dancing or something if I hit him. And then I blow my, wow, that was, I'm glad I played well. I'm surprised my error rate's like pretty low there. Because I feel like I was guessing a lot. My biggest, if I can brag a bit, my biggest blunder I think was this, which sort of worked out in practice. Oh, one thing you can do, I don't know if I recommend this or not. But one thing, if you want to see what your error rate would be if you didn't make a certain play, you can actually do that. You can right click and then say remove analyze, and then go to the error rate and say, oh, I would have played a 2 if I didn't make this one blunder. I don't think you should do that though. I think that way lies madness. You know, like I made the blunder here. It's a real blunder. It should count. You know, you can't say, oh, I just overlooked this play, so it doesn't count. You know, it does count. I did not play a 2 here. I played a 3. You know, I think there is a tendency of players to like forgive themselves for like blunders like this or an oversight or something. But no, it doesn't really work that way. Yeah. Anyways, well, if you made it this far, I hope you got something out of it, and thanks for watching. Yeah, feel free to ask questions in the comment section below or whatever. But yeah. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna sign off there. All right, bye-bye.